Hello, and welcome to Base Camp. I'm Pastor Pat. Merry Christmas! I love Christmas time. The lights and decorations, the get-togethers and food, the music, and of course, remembering the birth of Jesus. But there's one thing I struggle with: presents. I like getting presents, and I like giving presents. I just don't like figuring out what to give as presents. That's hard for me. What do they want? Will they like what I get them? Where do I find just the right present to show someone that I value them and care about them? That's a lot of pressure. This Christmas thing has been going on a long time now, over 2,000 years. I wonder if the people at the very first Christmas felt like they were treating Jesus right with what they were able to give to him. Jonathan, why didn't you wake me and tell me that Joseph had arrived and his wife Mary pregnant to bursting? Where are they? Hello, Sarah, my loving, devoted, and supportive wife. What did you do? What do you mean, my beautiful, understanding bride? That. You only ever remind me of what a great wife I am when you've done something really wrong or something really not smart or both. So what did you do? Can't I just be happy to see you and appreciative of what a wonderful, caring, and always on my side spouse that you are? No, because you never are. What did you do? Absolutely nothing. We'll see. In the meantime, where are Joseph and Mary? I want to help that sweet young girl out. She must just be exhausted traveling all that way and being 9 months pregnant. Probably more exhausted than you realize because she's not 9 months pregnant anymore. You mean she's had the baby? Yes. When? Boy or girl? Are they all right? Where are they? Why didn't you come get me? They had a perfectly healthy little boy, Jesus. Is that why you're being all, you're the greatest wife in the world? Because you knew I would want to be here for the birth and you didn't send for me? Sure. Well, where are they? I need to see this lovely newborn. They're in the stable. What was that? I said, they're in the stable. I thought you said that they were in the stable, but I'm sure you must have said something else because I'm sure that you wouldn't send a newborn baby and his worn-out mother to the stable. Maybe. Yep. Something really wrong and something really not smart. I knew it. What was I supposed to do? Well, not that. Why didn't you put them in the guest room? Because Uncle Jacob is in there. Why can't he stay in the stable? Because he's 93 years old, deaf, and he hits me with his cane. Scaredy cat. It hurts. Well, what about the back room? You mean ask your mother to go stay in the stable? Right. I forgot she was in there. I wish I could forget she was in there. What? I said, I'm so glad she gets to be in there. Well, couldn't they stay over in Ben Judah's house? Nope. It's full up. This census has people coming to Bethlehem from all over the place. We're only a little town, you know. There are just so many places for people to stay. If only they'd arrived sooner. She was 9 months pregnant. I'm sure she waddled as fast as she could. I suppose. I cannot believe that you are making poor Mary lay little Jesus down on the floor of the stable. Oh, I'm not. I cleaned out the manger. The manger. You cleaned out the manger. Well, You didn't expect me to have her use a dirty one. Besides, the animals would have wanted their hay, and they would have appreciated having to eat around a baby.
Oh no! We wouldn't want to inconvenience the animals. I can't believe you had her put her baby in a
It's
manger.
what we had. She needed a way to lay him down, so I made a way.
Away in a manger?
Well, we had no crib for a bed, so
Hopefully the animals will at least be quiet for them so they can get some rest.
oh, they're being great. Never heard them so quiet. It's been quite the silent night in there.
Maybe I should stick my head in and see how things are going. I'll be right back.
So, how's it looking there? What did you see?
The cattle are lowing, the baby awakes, but little Jesus, no crying he makes.
The cattle are lowing, the baby awakes, but little Jesus, no crying he makes? Who talks like that?
I don't know, it just felt right. Besides, it rhymed that way.
Yeah, I noticed.
Oh, stop it. There's just something special about that baby. It made me want to describe the scene in a special way.
I know what you mean. When I first brought them into the stable, the mother and child, I saw that infant, so tender and mild, and just couldn't help but admire the way he slept in heavenly peace. Heavenly peace.
Now you're talking funny. Who could be knocking? It's got to be midnight.
It's shepherds. Let me go see what they want.
Well,
That was weird.
they want to see the baby. Why? How'd they even know that he was born?
Apparently, they were in the hills watching their sheep, rather high up too. And then one of the shepherds suddenly thought he heard something and asked the others, "Do you hear what I hear?"
What did they hear?
Angels.
Angels?
Yeah, angels they have heard on high, sweetly singing over the plain.
What did the angels sing?
I asked them that. Hark, the angels sing.
Hark?
Right? Apparently that was just to get the shepherd's attention. Then they told them about the baby and that they would find him in our manger.
The angels knew about this baby and that you made him be placed in a manger? Did the angels seem okay with that?
They didn't say.
Why would angels know about this baby and where to find him and tell others about it? What child is this who laid to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping?
I thought he was in the manger.
He was, but when I went in, she picked him up.
Oh, crazy night.
Oh, holy night. I mean, there are angels.
True. Well, whatever is happening, it's crazy to think that we're right at the center of it. Or at least our manger is.
Yeah, our manger. I hope that's
Look,
okay.
I know it doesn't look ideal for a baby to be placed there.
A baby talked about by angels.
But it's what we have. If angels are aware of this baby, then they knew he was being born here. And if they knew that, then they knew he was going to end up getting placed in our manger because it's all that we have. In fact, they even told the shepherds that was where they would find him.
I know. That's what worries me.
No, don't you see? If God wasn't okay with our manger, he would have done something different. But he didn't. He knew that this was all we had to offer, and apparently he's okay with that. He's not asking us to give something that we don't have, but for us to offer what we do have. We're in the little town of Bethlehem with only a manger to use for this amazing baby. And it seems that's what God wants from us, for us to use what we have, where we are, for Him. So you're saying God chose us for this, and that all He wants is what we have? Yeah, I guess so. No. I know so. Still, if this baby is so special, it would be nice to do something special for him. I could run next door and wake up the neighbor kid and have him come over and play a song for him. But he only plays one instrument, and it's hardly appropriate for a sleeping baby. So, no little drummer boy? Definitely not. Maybe he could just jingle bells. No. I am so glad that God takes what we have and doesn't demand what we don't have. We don't have to be afraid or embarrassed with God. He knows who we are and what we have and chooses to allow us to worship Him with that. Every year at Christmas time, it seems like the innkeeper gets vilified. How dare he make Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus sleep out in the stable? But what if he's actually a bit more of a hero? One who didn't have much to give, but gave it anyway. Bethlehem was a tiny town, so small that it oftentimes was even overlooked by the people of Israel. There weren't inns or hotels for people to stay in. This was most likely a home belonging to one of Joseph's relatives, and the place would have been packed. The emperor had decreed that people return to the hometowns of their ancestors for this official census, an accounting of the people for tax reasons. So relatives would have been swarming into Bethlehem with no place to stay. Somehow, Joseph's extended family found room for him and Mary, even though there were probably really wasn't any. And what was available was being taken by every cousin, uncle, and distant relation who was suddenly showing up. I'm sure the house was packed. The stable was the only place left open, but at least it was shelter. Plus, it was probably a bit more private than sharing a room with 14 other people. It very well may have been one of the quietest places in the house. The person we've derided as the heartless innkeeper did the best he could with what he had in a difficult circumstance. And God took it and used it. And that's what God wants from us, to give what we have where we're at. If a manger is what we have to give, He'll gladly use it to introduce the world to His kingdom. If it's 5 loaves and 2 fish, He can multiply it to feed 5,000. If it's a boat on a lake, He might use it to share His message and then turn and ask the boat owner to come and follow Him. It's not hard to find the right present for Jesus. All He wants is all that you've got. If you're willing to give it to Him, He'll take it, and you as well. Are you willing to give Him whatever you've got? I'm Pastor Pat with Base Camp, a ministry of Summit Church in beautiful Bozeman, Montana. We have services every Sunday at 10 o'clock. Plus, you can find us online at summitchurchmt.com and on Facebook and YouTube at Summit Church MT. Our children's ministry Facebook page is Base Camp Kids Min. Thanks for joining us. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook pages, plus like, comment, and share this video. Taking the time to do that might seem small, but God wants to use all that you can give Him, even clicking on a button. From all of us here at Base Camp and Summit Church, Merry Christmas. Bye! Sarah, look up in the sky. I think I see... Yup. Reindeer. Did you just say you looked up in the sky and saw reindeer? No, I was just commenting on the weather. See, dear, it's starting to rain. What are reindeer?
I have no idea.